Hello, all you good people. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I hope for the next 21 days at least, you'll be joining us. Let me explain. As a church, we have reached a sort of a fundamental moment where we're considering the vision of God for our church for the foreseeable future, and it's really just maybe our thoughts at the moment, and we're really wanting to know God's mind on these things. So as a church, we have dedicated ourselves for the next 3 weeks to Wednesday night prayer nights and worship nights. We'll be gathering at the church 6:30, and we'll be worshiping and just enjoying the presence of God. And then every day from Monday through to Sunday, I'll be conducting devotionals as I have been for the last 4 years. And we'll be following a theme that is coming out of what Lake Point Church, our partner church in the United States, has recently done. They too did a 21 day of prayer, and they used significantly great scriptures to bless people, make them think, give them some application to what they had read. So in the early mornings or whenever you do your devotionals, you'll find me sharing a short 5-minute devotion, and thereafter you'll be able to read the devotion that comes out of the Lake Point Church. I want to say thank you to Lake Point. You've been phenomenal partners, and this is like the cherry on the top that we're able to use this material of yours. Thank you so much. I want to start today, day one. It's Monday now, and we'll be talking about Moses primarily for this week. Moses was a great man, was he not? Greatly used of God, one who was taken out of Egypt. Well, first he was taken out of the little thing that floated down, the raft that floated down the water, taken into Egypt, got a great favorable education there. And then he messed up in many ways. He killed somebody and ran off to the wilderness to hide. But it was in that wilderness of dryness and doubt and boredom that Moses had a word from God. It took 40 years to get there, and God, I guess, had to take 40 years to get Egypt out of Moses before Moses was ready to hear from God. But one day Moses had a burning bush experience. And it's these burning bush experiences that really shape our lives. Ours may not be quite as spectacular as Moses's, but they're a burning bush experience all the same. Whenever we're confronted with the reality of God's purpose for our lives, whenever God specifically comes to us with a specific purpose and shares that with us, that's your burning bush moment. I hope you'll be listening, because I think there'll be many people over this course of the next couple of weeks who I hope and pray will meet God at the burning bush. It's God's voice speaking to you. He says different things to different people. Let me read to you what happened in the Moses account. Exodus chapter 3, verse 1 to 2. Now Moses was attending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flocks to the far side of the wilderness, and he came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. I guess in the wilderness, a burning bush that doesn't go out would kind of get your attention. Sometimes God has to do that in our own lives, does he not? I wonder if he's not doing something to get your attention right now. Or could it be that maybe you're a bit distracted, maybe you're in the boring zone and you're like in the wilderness and just going through the same old. But I'm praying that God would come to you with a similar experience, that you'd be confronted by God himself. Moses was indeed confronted. He was never the same again. God gave him the vision, God gave him the purpose, and God was specific in the detail thereof. Now, you may not have the same experience as Moses. I've never seen a burning bush that doesn't go out, have you? I've seen lots of burning bushes, but none of them that is sustained. They've all been put out or gone out. But this burning bush experience burned in the heart of Moses, I'm sure, for many, many years. You see, it's these milestone moments that we always come back to. When 30, 40, 50 years later, you're still going through the Christian experience, you always look back and you say, what are the fundamental moments that have shaped the person that I am? And I bet you'll find that many of you have had a burning bush experience. May not be like Moses, as we said, but a burning bush experience all the same. And I hope that as we contemplate this in this time of prayer, that you will have your burning bush experience. My hope and my prayer is that you will hear from the voice of God, and that you will incline your ear toward what He is saying toward you, obey Him, and watch what happens thereafter. Moses led the children of Israel to great victories after many failures, actually. But at the end of the day, he was very pleased with what he had done, and God was delighted with him. Where did it begin? We all know that it began back in Egypt, but this was a specific moment when God specifically spoke to him. Won't you take some time, just today, to get with God and say, Lord, can I see a burning bush? Won't you speak to me? Won't you show me what you want to show me? Tell me what you want to tell me, because I am listening. I really hope that you'll take time as you do the devotional to do that today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.